Oh, hello and welcome back, everybody. Um, yeah, a little bit of a hiatus from last week. I had a wedding. People had life stuff happen, but we're back at it again. Uh, so, quick overview of last time. What happened? The gang got into some stuff. They decided to help out an old friend of Texas, and as they made their way to a space station, uh, the Tarmazit station, they did a little scouting. They got inside, noticed that people were a little off, and as they went in there, they were approached by, at first, the guy who intakes people, and he basically said, we've been under these pirates' thumbs. They came in here, they've locked off one of the habitats in C. They've moved everybody out, and they're making us take some sort of odd supplement to our food rations that basically makes us zombies. He says, if you want to help, or basically told you guys, turn around, run away, buy something and leave, and they'll let you go. But knowing what needed to happen, the that is the best. Thank you, Chad. But knowing what needed to happen, they came in and were like, "No, we're here to see my friend." And as they did that, they made acquaintances, got escorted around the base, and pretty much explained the situation that two groups of bad motherfuckers on Corvettes came in and decided to take down the place. Got a little bit of intel, but not much. And as they did that, they decided to formulate a plan. That is, until Ox heard a name that he didn't like. Manada, an old acquaintance, flame, however you want to put it, from his past. Very cryptically only told people to watch out for him. He's way too big for his britches. He gets into the bad stuff, and he's not so good. But stepping out of the cargo ship they arrived in, set off a chain reaction, which saw the rebels take to the individual pirates that were basically going to arrest you. Other than that, A firefight ensued, and you were pretty much good to go after that. Little bit of ouchies, a little bit of gunplay, but we find ourselves with Phoenix, who has jumped back into the transport to radio the Nightingale and bring her in for basically a bombing run on the station on Habitat C, to basically cripple their ability to, I don't know, send reinforcements or at least deal a nice blow. And then basically he's en route there, and the rest of the guys are hunkered down in a hallway, which they got into a good firefight in. So that's where we'll pick it up. And while you guys go over what you're doing, I am actually going to run out to my car. I can still hear you most of the way. I need to grab my little notebook. It's in my car. So, yeah, we'll start with the lot of you in the hallway, and then we'll scoot over to Phoenix real quick. So, what is it that you're doing?
I'm probably dressing wounds.
Yeah, my body is riddled.
Yeah, I would be just standing, not really standing guard at the exit entryway where the heavy went, but I'd be kind of stationed close to it to make sure that nobody came and fucked with it.
I'd be burning charges to bring you back up.
Okay.
So.
Alright, sorry about that. I had to grab my notebook there, left it in the car. But so you said you're burning charges to get them up. Wolf, you were securing the area, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, and Ox, anything special from you?
I'm just examining the armor plates.
That those guys had? Standard issue, basic trauma plates. They're light trauma plates that fit in their plate carriers. That's it. You've seen them before. Nothing too crazy or special. Some people use plates with plate carriers. Some people use full sets of armor. Some people use a mix of the both. But right, so as you guys are doing that, we'll swap over to Phoenix. Phoenix, you find yourself on the Entropy. You are now in comms range within the Nightingale. What do you do?
Do we actually have like a radio call, or are we just gonna like half-ass that?
I don't know. What do you do? You guys really haven't set anything up yet.
Nightingale, this is Entropy.
You hear Brian's voice on the other end. Go ahead, Entropy.
Blow up C. There's shit. What is it?
Most focused conversation for a tactical objective I've ever heard.
Just shoot Nate the seaside real hard like.
No, I send him. Well, we all had the schematics, right?
You do. You did get a readout from your friend.
Alright, then I send to the ship.
Janie. Or Jesse.
I sent to the Nightingale the layout of the land, and I tell him to blow up the 8 and 9 on C, and then to try to take out those ships. I need to get back to the rest of the group.
He's like, Roger. And he's like, 8 and 9, the coolant tank and the refinement tank. That will probably decimate a good portion of the refinery and anybody who might be in there.
If you could just destroy Habitat C, that would be fine as well. Take just the whole damn thing.
He's like, what about the ships? I'll only get one shot before they're aware of my presence. And you can already tell he's starting his movement and like his approach.
Well, yeah, there's one that's crippled. Shit, which one was it?
The missile ship was
Here.
crippled. The M.
That's this.
Yep.
Yeah, take that ship out, because that one will do a lot of damages to you.
Good push.
Yeah. The other one probably shouldn't be that bad. What was that ship again? I don't remember.
It was a point defense ship, so it had a lot of like miniguns and stuff on it like that. Large kinetic batteries of basically high rate of fire machine guns. Pretty fucking effective against ships that aren't shielded. So.
Wait. The missile ship is here and stationary. Is it? Could he tactically like come around to where it couldn't shoot him? Take out the defense ship, then the missile ship, then the.
He could definitely make it.
Habitat C.
He could definitely make an attempt at that if that's what you'd like him to do.
Yeah, that's what I want him to do.
All right, so he's gonna come and get an attack vector, shielding himself from the missile ship on the point defense ship, and try to strike. He's like, just a hull hit, or you want me to like hit the engines or try for something special?
On the gunship, this one.
Yep, the gunship up north.
Make it not able to kill you.
He's like, I'll see what I can do then. He's
User's
like,
discretion advised. Whatever you want to do with that one.
he's like, well, you hear him kind of call out, and he's like, Lemmy, fire up the gun. And he's like, never fired one of these before, but it should be just easy point and click, correct?
I don't know if you're gonna need to take out the missile ship. If they shoot at you, shoot back. If they don't shoot at you, don't shoot.
He's like, I'll see what I can do. He's like, if I have to get in a gunfight with 2 ships, I am a crew of 3 to whatever they have. I'll do what I can. And he says,
Yeah, you're super awesome and good at stuff.
he's like, oh, I like to think so. He's like, oh, while you were out, this came for you. A file is sent to the ship, the one we discussed earlier. And it is about 1 minute till you're out, till you can turn around and start head back. About a minute till you get back to that ship, or 2 minutes till you get back to the station.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna fast forward to you getting to the station before he fires the shots, or do you want him to land the shots as soon as you get there? Your pick.
No, I want to get back and then have him do his run.
The strife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to try to be flying in with no weapons, no shields, and suddenly there's gunfire and they see my ship coming and they're like, we need to take this bitch out.
Well, that's just a spray of the machine gun over there. No problems.
Guys, I'm not that good.
All right, you slide into the hangar just as you hear Brian's voice over the radio kind of crack, and he's like, 1 away. It's root beer. You can have it if you want.
Well, technically, I shouldn't be able to hear him if I got back because the ship that I'm on doesn't have the long range stuff.
Ooh. You need me to take care of that, or are you good? Okay. It's alright. Erin's got a boo-boo on her foot. You do hear it, because he is streaking the fuck in right behind you. He's making a hit and run, yeah.
Well then, get fucked, bitches!
Yeah, he's coming in with I'm really fast, suddenly I'm on radar, and now there's a rail cannon round hitting you, and I'm off your radar as fast as I can go before you have a chance to do anything, is basically what he's doing. And as you're pulling in, you can see the blue electric kind of just energy kind of streak down the spine of the front and the middle of the ship, and it just a thud, little puff of like particulates that kind of light up from the magnetic electric kind of discharge, and then you just see a round connect. And as you're pulling in, a large glow come from behind the backside of the asteroid before you dip into the bay. You do.
Bye, motherfucker. Nah, fire.
Yes. You hear Brian before comms is quickly out of range go, engines hit. You pull in to the bay, which now you can hear kind of, or you see first, you can see red lights go. There's a lot of you inside that thing.
You have completely cut off.
Have I?
All I heard was you have.
I heard him. Red
Okay.
lights.
Cool. Yeah, as you pulled in there, you just see red lights as you're landing.
Still nothing.
That's you then, because I can hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Body,
Do we want to try
My
to?
headset turn off or did his?
I don't know. I can. Everyone says they can hear me.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yes.
Jack, can you hear us?
Yeah.
I can hear everybody.
Yeah. Can you just not hear me?
Chad, can you hear me?
Technical difficulties.
I love the internet sometimes, folks. It's the greatest medium in the world.
No flaws, ever.
Zero.
Oh, that
100%.
Isn't it cute when old people are just confused?
Look at his face. trying to figure it out.
Actually, low key, I can't hear you guys now either because I see you all laughing, but I can't hear anyone.
I'm gonna try redoing the Discord real quick. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and server settings, overview. I'm gonna change it to US West because it was on US South. Save changes. All right. Any better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I changed the region of the Discord. Hopefully that helps.
Yeah, it,
I don't know.
like fucked me off for a second there.
Yeah, it should because you changed the input
I've
output.
never had
server.
that happen before.
Gotcha.
Let's be honest, a lot of people fuck you off.
It's really a life trend.
You know what's
I should
You know
have
what's-
done
you know
something
what's
about
great?
it by now, but
You know what's great, Chad, is you'll never hear the best burn that I just did on you. So.
yeah.
It'll you
Yeah,
can,
it will.
You can catch it on the stream as we put it up on
Stream, dog.
YouTube. It was good. All right.
Let me bring that up.
As I tuned it up there real quick. So as you pulled into the bay, Phoenix, you can see red lights go and a little bit of shaking happen. A lot of you inside this corridor, pretty much inside like the bowels of the station causeways and stuff, actually feel the shake and the reverberation as lights go red. The door in front of you and behind you instantly shut and seal. Standard, vacuum seal precautionary measure. As lights go red, red alert, the kind of overall PA system comes across. It says Habitat C, catastrophic damage. Evacuate, and just repeats the message over and over. It is hard to hear anything other than the warning bells and the loud PA speaker. But as you guys get there, Phoenix, you walk up to the door after landing the ship, walk out. There's literally an override button you can push, opens up as you slide into the airlock leading into Habitat A, quickly catching up with your friends. The door behind all of you opens up, and as it happens, Phoenix walks in, the door shuts and basically seals again behind it. Seems like all the doors do that in this section currently. So, the lot of you find yourself in the corridor. What is it that you do?
And Phoenix is here now, just so I'm
Yep,
clear.
all of you are
Okay.
all of you together. It's been about 5 minutes, so you could have utilized your quick rest if you wanted to, and you burnt hit dice and stuff like that to help each other out.
Nick got me.
Okay.
Yeah, I got him.
Did you get my whisper?
I did. Unfortunately, plates like that could work, but they're not in a carrier designed for it, so there's a chance they don't diffuse the stuff very well and just shatter and fall apart. So you probably couldn't be able to. They really work together when they're in their correct packaging and unit, not piecemeal.
Okay. Well, then I'll just burn some hit dice.
Like I say, you might be able to make some kind of check to do it,
Just
but
come here. I can fix you.
I just didn't want to burn anything extra.
I'm just burning my medical pack. How bad are you?
For me,
Give
I'm
me a
bloody.
color. Okay. So
Yeah, I'm red.
2, 3, 4. So 10, 15 plus 8. So 23.
Okay.
and how are you healing them?
I'm using my medical exploit. This one. Yeah, if above 0 hit points, the target recovers hit points equal to your proficiency bonus plus a d6. So.
Okay, and that's a 0 level, so a
Yeah,
cantrip
that's
pretty
my
much.
cantrip. Yeah.
Okay, so it just takes time. So
Yep.
Not a problem. All right.
Thank you.
You burn up some of your medical supplies, bandage some wounds, patch some holes, give a little, Motrin, a little sip of water, tell them to change their socks. They're fucking ready to go. So,
while Phoenix walks in, I'm mid changing my socks, and I'm gonna be like,
it's a good medic.
You missed a fuckload of a firefight.
Yeah,
There's
you
a
can
lot of
see
bullets in this hallway.
spent casings everywhere. That's fine, yeah. I don't.
Pretty, So, Tex, you look pretty rough. Why didn't you, duck down at all?
I tried.
Ouch.
You look like me when I got shot by, 6 dudes.
I understand what that felt like now. I think I get you.
You
I
now,
understand your pain.
you now qualify for Blood Brothers if you want to take it.
I instantly kill myself.
Qualify for Blood Brothers, you must be riddled. Just absolutely Swiss cheese.
All right. So you find yourself in the bowels of the ship, or the station. It's on lockdown, and you know there are guys past that door. The smoke is cleared from that smoke grenade by now, and you can see that door further down where they pulled and dragged. Phoenix, you can actually see it now too. There's blood streaks just dragged past the door.
So it looks like
Somebody
got shot.
Somebody got
dragged
fucked up
through.
and dragged through the door and bloodied up.
Alright, boys. Like it's time to do some work.
Well, before we proceed any further, you need to know some stuff.
What's up?
So, a little bit of my past is here.
Again?
A little bit? Actually, the
So
same
I
piece
just-
of your past. Yeah.
I don't remember if we went over it last time. So,
Go ahead. Go over it now.
Manada's here. So,
Who's the person from the other ship that we were on? Or when we got the ship?
Same guy.
Same dude.
So the guy that was trying to fuck us there is now here.
mm-hmm.
How's that even possible? Didn't we leave directly from there?
Mm-hmm.
He's got
Didn't
a
that
knack
place
for
get
living.
covered by nuke?
Mm-hmm.
Usually those don't come back together.
Yeah, well, you don't know Manada like I do.
Are you sure it's both the same guy? I mean, we've been other people. Are you sure he's not a different people?
Well, no one would stop everything that they're doing just to have me escorted over to them. So, Manada and I go way back, and I know his crew.
Bet you do.
So what you're telling me is you've escorted him before.
Yeah. Sure.
You guys escort each other often?
But
Yeah.
anyway,
Just ignores it.
I'll play your game.
At this point, I'm going to check my rifle, and I'm going to be like, I got 4 mags left. Let's keep doing this, boys.
all right. I got plenty of rounds, so.
Yeah.
Okay. If you guys pass up to this, you approach that door. I'm assuming you're attempting to go through.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who's taking point?
I'll enter first.
Boop. You hit the panel. On
No, you won't. You were sniper. Get your ass in the back. I'm the sniper. I'm going second.
He could recon. He's better sneaking at it than anybody else here.
I don't know. It might be a good contest.
Punchy McPuncherton. Go second.
All right, Cap.
All right. So
Yes, sir.
you punch the door open, and as you do, it slides. You can see the blood trail, some spent medical supplies, and there is a slumped dead Marine, pirate Marine, whatever you want to call him, just there. You could see him kind of, his armor opened up, chest exposed, fucking bullet holes all up in that bitch, exsanguinated. He's bled out, absolutely dead. There's a few more spots where there's a little bit of blood, like someone probably got patched up there, some expended supplies, and you can see some empty magazines and stuff like that. Looks like they consolidated what they had. and moved out. They apparently don't inhabit this area. This area is exactly the same as the last area you're in. It's just like a different compartment. It looks like they compartmentalize the different refining pieces that go along the corridors under here. But there is a map readout, 2 more of these rooms, and then a turn, and it should get you into the main habitat of Alpha. So just pushing forward, or are you doing anything different?
I'm gonna check his gear.
You look over him.
Anything?
You look over him. He's been field stripped. It looks like they took ammo that they could. There's some ammo there. If you use a light machine gun, there's a belt. His gun's missing.
I'll take that light machine gun ammo. How much is there?
200.
200. Okay.
Yeah, 200 round belt of ammo. You look at him. His med kit's black. It's got nothing in it. Just pretty much used up. He has a combat knife on him. Decent make. Fucked up clothes. In his backpack, he has 2 spare plates.
Okay. I just grab the backpack, just sling it over my shoulder, pull the knife out, and just stick it in my boot.
Just walking around with a non-sheathed knife in your boot.
Sure. I
Fucking.
don't have an extra sheath.
You're
That's
gonna-
gonna be about a bad fucking day right there.
Good thing you're the fucking medic. That's all I know.
That's right.
Guys, what? I should have got a sheath for that. Why? It's in my ankle now. But no, not a problem.
I got a new attachment.
Right.
The
All
first
right.
stitches I ever performed on somebody were from somebody who got a knife like in their elbow.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Good
How?
I can imagine an ankle. He was flipping it out, like opening clothes, laying on his cot. He got called out for mission, threw it on his cot, and it was apparently open, and he was gone for a few hours. So when he came back, he just laid down,
That-
just
Good
There's
stuff.
a knife in my elbow.
Get
Yeah.
back from mission, fuck my own self up. Jesus Christ. Sounds like a soldier to me. Alright, so, Ox, proceeding forward. What's your pace? You're setting the pace.
My pace is quick, so if we're gonna put a number to it, I would probably move, an average of 10 feet, and then stop and checking 10 feet.
Okay. Alright, so you're basically slow tactical moving.
Mhm.
Not a problem. Give me a perception check then. Seeing as you're at the front, I want your perception in the front.
Can I be assisting him?
No, you're passively checking your stuff. He's setting the pace. You are doing what you would do in a stack. You're watching your sector fire.
why is he looking around blindfolded?
I'm a little distracted. Okay.
He is a little distracted. Makes sense. You hesitantly walk around this place. Maybe you're going a little slower than you should. You all keep your pacing, no problem, walking tactically as possible. As you get up to the next door, any prep before you push the button?
I'll look back at Phoenix and see if he has any last-minute orders or a nod, anything to insinuate.
No, we must be clear what nods mean. Otherwise, your whole team just sits outside.
You gave me the
Or you
nod!
slaughter a
John!
poor druid.
Poor druid. All right.
Got anything, Phoenix?
Nope.
All right.
Alright.
You
Then we're
slam.
going.
You slam the button on the door. Opens up, and you immediately see a third room, very similar to the last two. There are the same guys, minus a few, or minus one, and with a few more patches and stuff on them, going through the door as you exit. You can see one of them go, "Fuck!" But shoots some just rounds off, but they are nowhere near you. Just basically covering fire. They ricochet off the floor and everything around you, and you can see them slam the door shut. But it does say Habitat A going in that way.
Press forward, chasing down.
Yeah, be aware for an ambush.
Yeah, bro. Put your finger on the trigger, dog.
Alright. So then I'll be at the ready and lead in.
All right.
25
They
feet.
shoot at you, you shoot back.
Shoot them till they die from it. Usually a good tactic. All right, you get up to the door, slam it, and it slides open, and you can see it's the habitat you walked into in the beginning. This is a side entrance. There's a long corridor, which looks like it could be set up to be like a checkpoint or something like that. Currently not, but it leads into a T-shaped hallway, which leads into the commercial zone and all that other shit. Like there's some parks and things like that around there, but that you've already walked through for the most part. Those guys are rounding the corner to the left, and you can hear them move, 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 giving chase.
Do we hear gunshots?
Not yet, no. You hear, it's hard to hear anything over the station beeping and warning, catastrophic damage to Habitat C. Area lockdown.
Are there civilians standing about?
Here? No.
Okay.
You can hear commotion from further in, which could be them setting up, could be civilians doing stuff. It's really hard to tell over the station screaming.
I suppose just keep chasing.
Okay.
They're moving towards the commercial district, right?
Yep, they went down the left branch of the T section.
Okay.
All right. You guys give chase. Ox, you're in the lead, and as you do, you find yourself in a long corridor. This one, very much set up to be a observatory, lets you see out off the asteroid, and there's thick, transparent sections, giving you what looks to be a, probably, given different circumstances, scenic view of this area of space. I'm going to go ahead and draw it real quick. Okay, and I'm going to throw you onto this splash page real quick. Yo, where did it go? There it is. Whoop. Ba-bing. Alright, go ahead and put yourself at the south part of this corridor while I populate it with some little items real quick, because it would be, it's like an observation area, so let's go ahead and get some
God. I'm super zoomed out, Jesus.
It's a little white box on your screen?
Yeah. I was like, where the fuck is everything? Yeah, I don't see anything besides white. Our characters now.
Am I on the right? Yep, I'm on objects and tokens. Alright, so I think that looks good. I'll go ahead and put that there. I'm going to throw down some of these things real quick. Whoop. Control C. Control V. Control C. Control V. 15-foot gaps. Control C. As you get into an area here, I'm going to scoot you real quick. You can still be in those spots, just be advised there are... Oops, let me scoot you real quick. Let me throw this on the map layer, that way it's not all dummy. Layer, map layer. Alright, and then just one little quick...
Jesus.
What? Sorry, the kids are watching some, I don't know, Studio Ghibli movie. I don't remember which one. Is it a little loud?
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
It's not big. I just noticed it. How dare you have children?
Yeah, I know, right? How dare they watch good Miyazaki films? Alright. Little planters provide pretty good cover. They're about 5 feet tall. You could easily take cover behind them. Other than that, this is a concentric circle, dome style thing, about 20 feet tall in the middle, tapering off in height down the sides. They are set up towards the far end, and I have 2 assaults and 1 combatant. You can see they are providing cover and overwatch for the rest of them moving down and further down another side alley, which leads into the main proper of the thing, of the kind of the merchant area. But as you get in here, you see that kind of dark ceiling, knowing that if this place gets breached, that's space in between you and them. So be careful where you shoot. That being said, go ahead and fucking roll initiative.
What if we weren't going to shoot?
You don't have to. Initiative would still be rolled to know what you would do on your turn. And then assaults. So I got an assault here. And I got an assault here. I got a combatant here. Okay. That being said, everybody rolled. Alright. Tex, you're able to act quicker than anyone else, as you can see them. They're kind of in cover. I'll put them like that. They kind of look like they're using the benches for cover. You can still see them, but they have probably about half cover currently.
Okay. So bushes would be about 3/4 and benches would be about half?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go up here. And I've got 5. I can go here. Can I see him?
Which one?
M?
Yeah, you can see him. He's behind the bench, just kind of taking cover.
Okay. Wow,
It's
he's
really
actually
hard to punch from that far.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm gonna use guns.
Falcon punch!
Not yet. One day.
One
day.
soon. Laser gun. Laser punch.
Alright, so I'm going to do the 5-shot combos, so 21 and a 22.
So 2 guns, okay. What's their armor? And that's against an assault. So 18 plus 2. So yeah, they both hit.
Cool. So that's 16 damage.
Alright, so you shoot into that guy. You can see the first round connects with his plate and breaks the plate. He kind of staggers back. The second one hits in the chest as well, the spray, and you can see a blood spray out the back, as he's definitely hurt. This is 17 points to 16.
I can't hear you now.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking to myself. I'm doing math. You're good.
Okay.
I'm just.
I see your mouth moving. I'm like, I can't.
Oh no.
Oh no, we fucked up again. So it was total of how much damage? 16? Yeah, so that goes to 9. Okay. Alright, yeah, he looks pretty bad as the shot hits him high in the chest. Probably a lung shot if you had to make a guess. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, I think that's Wolf next. Alright.
I'm gonna get down on a crouch position.
Okay.
This dude. I'm gonna sneak.
By the way, if you took a short rest, you can take your 5-minute breather and get your stuff back if you wanted. You had enough time. Not everyone has to take the rest, but you could have. It's just if you go to take one again, you would need a full hour rest.
I got you. I was watching the one, so I didn't know if
Yeah. Yeah, no. Constant little Gardu stuff. Good fucking start to the night. Fuck yeah. Who are you firing at?
dude next to the leader.
Okay, alright. You line up a perfect shot with him as you take aim. 9 damage, unless you got anything else you're going to blow on it, or no?
No.
Alright. The shot hits center mass. Breaks the guy's plate, and you can see him move back a little bit from the shot. Alright, anything else?
I'm gonna move up a little bit.
Okay. As you do that, you can see him get back to his feet as he calls out to you guys, "Just hand over the big fucker and we'll call it good. No one else needs to fucking die."
Damn fucker, not gonna happen.
Alright. You can see him. Lee says, "Fine, so be it." Clink. throws a grenade. Snap to Santa. Let's see. He can throw 40-ish feet. So that is about that far. So he knows he could probably make it there fairly easy. That would be... Yeah, no, he's gonna fucking do it. He moves up here right next to his buddy, throws the grenade. Let's see. 40 feet. Lands it there. And you can see it land in the bushes. 20-foot radius, DC 15 dexterity saving throw, take D6 damage. Not bad. It pops. It is definitely a concussion grenade, not anything crazy, but you can see the pressure effect kind of start to crack the glass above you. Hasn't broken it, but it's definitely, the inside pane is a little bit worse for wear. That is his turn. Phoenix, you're up next. What is it that you do?
I tell you what, you give us Monada, we'll give you the big fucker.
It doesn't work that way! You call that out?
Yeah,
Okay.
As a sarcastic joke.
Yeah, I got you.
10, 15, 20.
Hey, what's this game if it's
30.
not without quips, right?
Where? There it is. All
Yeah.
right, so on
It's like, what's going on?
on that guy.
Fire a shot. Just one round.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that definitely connects. 8 points of damage then, eh?
Yep.
Alright, you can see it connects with him and breaks his plate as it shatters. You can hear it, and you can hear an audible ugh as he feels the full force of that round hit him in the chest. Only alive because the plate was there. Anything else?
Nope, don't have anything else this turn.
Alright, Station Assault's turn. This guy looks up and he's like, God fucking damn it! He turns his assault rifle to the ceiling. And let's loose a blast. Oh, so excuse me, he has an SMG. And let's loose a blast. Let's do... He'll do... Yeah, the burst or whatever. Attack is 20. Damage is 9. You can hear the weapon just kind of spit bullets into this as the cracks, the first outer or inner layer of that thing shatters. And you can see other rounds crack the outside hull or outside glass. And you can actually start to hear a decompression noise before that little section has a metal grate that just goes up and over it. That just seals it off. And you can look at the two of them. They were shooting at it and threw the grenade, and they both look at each other, and they're like, fuck. Anders, your turn.
Not the smartest guy.
All right.
They didn't know.
Let me double check
They're
my
fucking
notes.
dumb grunts, man.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action, I'm going to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Behind cover. And then I'm going to burst fire these two guys.
Okay.
So it's DC 15. Fuck yeah.
And that's both assault
Only a
guys.
single shot.
Yeah. Alright, so 15 on those dudes.
Yep.
20, so half damage, and a 14, so full. So half would be 4 on the first guy, who gets shrapnel spray from the bench that you're tearing apart in front of him. And the other guy actually goes down from that burst, as your assault rifle puts holes in him. He drops to the ground. You can see him clutching his side, bleeding out. Anything else?
I'm just going to tell everybody, covering fire, move up. And I'm going to squat. with my
Alright.
last 5 feet down behind the bench.
Okay. Ox, you're up next.
So I'm gonna move. Get up here, and then I'll just take my single shot on that guy.
Pop. Alright, let it fly. If you crit too, man. Holy shit. Damn, close. So, yeah. Oh, no, you rolled a 12. Never mind, my bad.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, that shot definitely connects. 8 points of damage to that dude. Finishes him off pretty easily as the round goes through the bottom, right below where the plate is, and actually hits him in the gut, but you can see him double over as the previous gunfire from Anders and the smart shot from you clean him out. Yep, go ahead.
After I kill the guy, I'm just gonna yell out, "He doesn't own me anymore!"
Alright. The last
I
guy.
do. Wait.
He's my bitch now. Word. I love
Everyone's
it.
gonna
He's
stand.
learning to
It's
fight
gonna
his
be-
man.
Alright, so looking at this guy sees 2 of his guys go down. He turns back behind him. You can see him just quickly throw a plate out and then grab a plate from his backpack and just put it back in as he has used his action to change his plate. He then goes pretty much prone after crawling forward a bit. And you can hear him go, "Those 2 were fucking idiots. Let's make a deal, please." Tex, you're up.
I don't think I feel like a deal-making move right now. And he's just in range.
Did you
So I'm
think about
going-
deals before you shot machine guns at me? That would probably be a good call.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to burn a kata so that I can double my movement for this turn. And I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna punch him.
You miss
I
by
will
fucking
use-
1.
I will use a hit, or not hit dice, a
DM
He's
inspiration.
prone.
damn inspiration.
You have advantage on him.
You do have advantage, but
Oh, I
16
do.
still
He's
misses.
Okay, well I'll roll my advantage roll. Alright.
Nope, still
Works.
doesn't hit.
Now I'll roll my DM inspiration for the 16.
Now I feel bad. Oh, hey, that
So
connects.
21.
Got him.
Alright.
Can you do
let's see.
less than 7 or 8 damage?
I did 13.
Oh, 13 definitely does it. All right. You come around to punch, and I'll give you. You can use your reaction to dive out of the way if you like. You can see him holding grenades in his hand. Still.
Yeah, I'll dive out of the way.
Okay. Go ahead and jump back 5 feet out of the way.
Boop.
Okay, that's not the direction I would have jumped, but good.
That's a terrible direction to go.
That works
If you-
for me.
If you look to the left, there's a fucking planter there. Go that way.
I'm thinking, alright, we're in a 6-second interval. I round this corner, see 2 grenades. I'm gonna dive this way because that's where my momentum's going.
Makes
Not into him.
Makes sense. I'll give you that. You come up and you're like, I got this. You're like, fuck, pow. He goes nighty night real quick as you can see both of his thumbs come up as he just falls back, dropping the pins on the dropping the spoons on the grenade. He's like, the grenades roll off his chest just onto the ground.
I dive down.
You
to the
dive.
ground.
Boom, boom. That guy's fucked. Absolutely right, proper style. You got out of the way of one. The other one, not so much. So give me a save at disadvantage
Alright.
as you dove out of the way.
Looks like we're gonna need another text.
No, these grenades don't do that much damage. The concussion ones are more about disorienting you than anything.
There's a space Clyde around every corner, so we'll be fine.
The concussion blast explodes, fucking destroying the dude in the process. But you get out of the way of most of it, taking 4 points of damage as a concussion rocks your body like a Backstreet Boy. Go ahead and give me a save, please.
Rock your body.
Of course, Oxford.
Yeah.
Did you know they're back, by the way? No.
Oh, nice.
God.
Nailed it. And you did you know?
Wait, did they ever go anywhere?
We thought they were gone like Sexy, but unlike Sexy, which Justin brought back, obviously, they were still gone.
I love you.
You're welcome. That's why I keep you guys around. So yeah, you are able to shake off the disorienting effects of the basically concussion grenade, and
Nice.
no worse for wear, you look up to see clear sailing. Both of the hallways look empty. You can hear
Well,
civilians
luck
on the
me
other
that
side, though. Like, woo! Gave it too much gas there, buddy.
Dodged a grenade on that one.
Literally.
Barely.
Weren't there 5 of them?
There were 5 of them.
We killed one of them in the
Mhm.
other hallway. There's 3 here.
Where's the
Just one
sniper
gone.
at?
Where's the what?
Where's the one with the sniper? Wasn't there one with the sniper?
Wolf's like, click, click in the back. No sniper here.
I pull out my thermal binoculars and I start looking down the halls to see if I can see any, meaty hot meat bags.
Hot meat bags. Well, there's a nice pool of blood pooling next to the spot where grenades went off next to Tex. But other than that, the hallways, other than thermal conduits going down the lines and a few vents you can see are warm, have some warm air coming out of them. Standard fare for, space, got to keep it warm. Other than that, you don't really see any other
We'll adjust them.
any other bodies. Tex being the farthest down, you can hear, like I said, past this little Y area down here, you can hear commotions from both sides, which this area right here leads directly into like the main market area.
Yeah, looks like there's more up ahead. We better get moving.
Well, just be careful because we're coming up on the residential area, right?
The market. So a big
Yeah,
like
there's gonna be a lot
big
of
stalls
civilians
and
here,
stuff like
so
that. Yeah.
just check your fire. Positive target identification.
Get that pid, baby.
Oh, god damn it. I brought over the whiskey, didn't bring over a fucking cup. Jesus Christ.
Just straight from the bottle then, like the alcoholic you are.
Trade
my
ya.
Like, not with the classic laddie. Holy shit, no. She'll
Tex,
just knock you right
What?
the fuck out.
put your hands in your pockets.
Wash.
Giggity?
Sheathe them.
We come in peace.
I can't put away my feet too. What do you propose about those? Those hurt just as much.
Ox, pick him up.
Hog time.
Just hog tie him.
What do you want?
Cups are for the weak, Emmy says. Chad, by the way. So just man mode that shit.
Okay, John. Which one asked for the deal?
The one who blew himself up.
Yeah.
He was like, "Please don't kill me." Oh God! Oh God!
You can't kill me. I'll kill me.
If I go down, I'm taking you
As I
with
saw the
me.
explosion, I'd say no deal, Mr. Grady.
No dear, Mr. Brady. Gotcha. I like
What
it.
is he's real some shady? That's the question.
He's not.
No.
No. He would have stood up if he was, obviously.
Okay.
Did not.
What is all the musical references tonight?
It's fucking.
They're
We're
just-
we're hot
they're just
tonight,
flowing,
baby.
man.
Top 40 music references. We're doing them live. All right.
All from pre-2000s.
Okay. So, what do you do next?
I want to quick check the bodies.
They
See if
have
they've got like a transmitter or some sort of communication that we can link into.
mounted radios on the back. Looks like these guys are Catherine, or not Catherine. Probably Spacer. Can't tell if they have seeds installed, but they do have like basically walkie-talkie style radios on their back with antennas folded down the back, folded down the front. They have 2 of them have SMGs. 1 of them has an assault rifle. 1 of them has 1 grenade left, and that's about it. Busted ass plates, except for the back plates. You have 2 good back plates.
Phoenix, do you think this is going to be our only way out if we need to make a retreat?
I'll play
I
your
mean, we have a
fucking
ship
game.
that could always make another hole.
Speaking of that, you do hear another shake coming from the thing, and then you hear Brian over the radio, second round away. Oh fuck, missiles. He's like,
Well,
you hear, yeah, before the transmission ends, because he's streaking by you again. You hear, he's like, Corona, please, darling, change the way the shield. And then he's out of range.
If that motherfucker blows up our ship.
Yeah, you can actually, because you're in this area, can see your ship streak by another big orange thing, and then just fucking a missile salvo following him. As
Son of a bitch!
flares are being popped over this place, and chaff pods are exploding. You're like, oh god. But yeah.
God damn it, Brian's gonna lose this our shit.
Either that or he's gonna be the first guy to take out 2 Corvettes by his lonesome. Well, I guess he has AIs, but him and Lemmy doing work. Lemmy cycling the gun like, fuck yeah, let's do this. Rail cannon. We got 8 shots left. We better win.
Better do it, Nate.
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna take their gear and just throw it in that backpack that already has plates in it that I'm carrying on my shoulder. So the SMG, the assault
What's your
rifle-
strength?
Ooh, 10.
A 10. What's your max carry weight?
90 pounds.
How much do you have? How much are you currently? How much are you currently carrying?
20.
20.
Yeah.
With your weapon out.
Yeah.
Your armor
Yeah.
won't count. All
Right.
your gear is only 20 pounds.
Yeah, because the medic bag is only 2.5 pounds.
Well, how
so
much?
I was like, awesome.
How much does all your like med pouch and stuff weigh?
That's 2 pounds.
2 pounds.
Yeah.
That's the is that the weight for medics from Ultramodern, or is that the healer's kit from
That's
5e?
Ultramodern.
Okay, well, all right then. I guess, yeah, super lightweight materials in the future, right? I was thinking, oh man, my fucking medic bag weighed like 25, 30 pounds. This shit was heavy AF. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
So I'm just gonna mark it SMG assault rifle.
Okay, yep.
Tri-mil,
Yep,
Wait,
those.
what type of armor do you have?
medium armor.
Armor doesn't count.
Yeah,
Yeah.
armor doesn't count towards your carried weight. That way you guys can actually do carry some stuff, well, some loot out. Otherwise, Nick would be like, I picked up a pencil encumbered. Like, it would be fucked.
Nick, you
Yeah,
can carry
'cause-
150 pounds.
Oh.
That's your strength times 15.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Even
you
better.
have 90
so-
pounds left.
Your strength score.
I don't
So
know.
not
Just
a
my armor
modifier,
is
your
40
score.
pounds. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
So like I can carry 17 times 15 worth, so I can carry a fair bit.
Well, is that your max load, or?
Yeah, that's my max. I
Okay.
carry up to 255
Oh,
pounds.
that's right. Did they get away with like light, medium, heavy encumbrance?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're fine. It's a little heavy. You're very jingly. I'm gonna say you have disadvantage on stuff because you have a go bag full of guns. But yeah, you throw
That's fine.
an SMG, another SMG, a rifle, 1 concussion grenade.
You're so strong.
I know, right?
You need any help with
I
that?
don't know what Ox's carry weight is now. Holy shit.
It's
You
Yes.
want to carry the guns?
As of right now, it's
Sure.
less than Tex.
Okay. Then I just hand you the backpack, and then I look at Phoenix. Want the extra grenade or no?
It is not a launchable.
Hell yeah.
It's just a normal hand thrown. But yeah.
How heavy approximately was that backpack?
John, you said a while ago that all grenades
Are they?
launchable.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Roughly
Yeah.
20 pounds.
Sounds good.
Fix your shit, John.
I forget. I keep trying to be realistic and I failed. Yeah, continue.
So yeah, I'll hand Phoenix off the concussion grenade, and
I'll take the bag.
Here, I'll
give Tex the bag.
There you go. There's the stats for the concussion grenade. Roll your save bit. No, I'm joking. You're good. Here's a grenade. Oh, he threw it. That's an attack roll. No.
He pulled the pin when he handed it to you. It's really weird.
That's how I hand grenades off.
Now you hand them off in meat. You learned this already.
All right. So, what do you guys do? Is you strip the bodies. It takes maybe 20 seconds.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Let's get to the next room.
Just keep
Is
moving
there
forward.
gunfire coming from anywhere?
Nope, but you do hear commotion.
Head towards the commotion.
Mm-hmm.
Once everybody's ready.
All right, who's in front?
Me. I'll be at point.
You round the corner into the familiar area that you had been in before. A large, open area, domed commercial area, like basically like a park and swap or a swap meet like place. Small booths, kiosks, stuff like that, around a large central, like, pie-shaped promenade area with a larger storefront in it, as well as a area on top, which would be like a stage or a meeting area. Probably, you could hold meetings or something like that in here, like big town hall kind of things like that. Okay. Are you trying to hide that, Wolf, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand. Or a stealth, your pick.
Oh God, he's masturbating.
Oh, I can only get off with killing people. Wow, weird. Anybody have higher than a 15 passive perception?
Nope.
You do?
Passive?
Yes, passive.
Mine's 17.
All right, you can see.
Mine's 15.
Then you and Leech both, Phoenix and Leech, you guys both are able to look back and kind of see Wolf messing around with one of the guys as he has a knife in his hand. But other than that, anything you can interact with that situation if you'd like. But that's about it.
We didn't see what he was doing with the body. We just saw him like.
Kind of looks
with
like
the
he might
body and a
be
knife.
stabbing it or something.
I'll just look at Phoenix to be like, I've seen stranger things from soldiers. Let's keep going.
Hey, whatever needs to come, and I walk away.
I've actually heard that in battle before, so you're good. I can only get off by killing drifters. What? No, Jesus. All right.
What?
It's a real thing.
So
I
don't know that guy.
Before the forgot about that. Thank you. Oh man, that's gonna be funny. All right, so you round the corner and there is a huge gathering of civilians. Many of them in an execution style on your knees pose, but a lot of them just mindlessly looking at you guys like, there's a huge throng of them in your way. You're literally going to have to cut through these people, like swim through them to get anywhere you want to go. But that kind of isn't where your attention's drawn, as you can see dispersed among the crowds, up on some of the places in fighting positions, is probably about 30 dudes, about a platoon strength.
Oh shit.
They have machine guns pointed at you, and there is a little squad, 2 guys and a chick with a spacesuit on, pretty much, but her helmet's off, and what looks to be like a pretty decent looking assault rifle. Go, well, welcome to the party. Looks like you guys are the ones making a big fucking mess of my space station. Want to explain yourselves? And you might want to prop your weapons before we open up.
Wait,
Are we like standing in a doorway?
Yeah. So imagine yourself, you're walking into a large domed room, probably a couple hundred feet across, a bunch of kiosks, large little stage pretty much in the middle, where below the top of the, like on the roof of this little building is where this chick who's talking to you is. As this happens, you look out and she calls out to you guys and says that. And then she basically says, put your fucking guns down before we kill you.
Is she tri-mill?
I don't know. How would you tell?
They
people
always
that
wear the
are-
little symbol, right?
You don't see it on her right now currently.
Okay.
The civilians that are out there, are they tied up? Are they rigged with anything? I wanna.
Okay. Looking at them, you can see most of them are just standing there and whatever they would be used to working.
I didn't see
or whatnot.
shit.
Your
They could be
your
naked
eyes
for all I
actually fall out of your head at this point, and you are now blind.
You're now sentient.
No, it's not hard.
I'm not a sellout.
It's not hard to tell. It's not hard at all. Looking at these individuals, it looks like they're the people who are drugged out. The people in the back on their knees, a little harder to tell because they're, you have to look through a bunch of people, but they don't look to be like rigged or anything, but it's hard to tell. Are you guys complying with the weapon drop or no?
I won't comply until Phoenix says something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like completely throw my weapon down. I just leave it slung and like hanging on me.
I will mimic the same motion.
That's why.
All right, you take them from the ready at the very least and put them behind you. She's like, wow, combative even now. Fair enough. You raise them, we waste you. She says, which one of you dumb fucks is Ox?
I am.
Alright. Whatever. The Admiral wants to speak with you. So, all your little buddies here, why don't you turn around, get on that little transport ship that you came in here on, and get out of here before you cause any more damage. 2 crippled ships is enough.
I'm not Ox. We're all Ox. All of us are Ox.
I am Sporticus.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm just gonna step forward in front of everybody and be like, I'm Ox. And where I go, they go. And Monada will do that if I ask.
Call off your gunship, then.
I send a message to Brian to fall back.
Spam. Coming in. Whoa!
Ship exploded.
But I do also, actually, I send him, be on the ready for any call. Keep your eyes open. Stay ready.
Okay. It's sent, and you don't hear any more gun things, and you sit there for an awkward about 10-15 seconds before she says, good. Now, you're Ox. Are you sure anybody else gonna come out being Ox?
I'm the only Ox you'll ever find.
There's only one steer in.
Phrasing there.
That was actually really good. I'm gonna give you lots of props on that.
I like it. You can see now, kind of looking at her, she's short hair, kind of dirty blonde, darker complexion, almost like Central American kind of skin. She kind of looks at you guys and she's just like, well, you said they come with you, then fine. She's like, Cyborg, Giga, take their shit. Once they're clean and have no weapons, we'll take them to Monada. 2 individuals appear out of the crowd, just damn near almost materializing in front of you. Super stealth dudes. If you thought the other guys were kitted out, these guys are 10 times more kitted out. They pull up night vision goggles from their or optics from their helmets, and they're like full face masked up. They come up to you and quickly sweep your weapons off of you. Anybody trying to stop that or no?
I'll be resistant, but not. I'll be obstinate, not necessarily resistant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll make it hard, but you won't.
Damn it.
You won't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You had frozen just by the time I get the snipping tool up. You fucking unfroze.
That's why I hit print screen and I take it over to 3D print.
It's good. It's good.
See the last one I put up of them?
No.
Just look in the meme chat.
I got a really good one. So when we're done, I have to tell you about Florida, but I got a really good picture to send you guys of me.
Dude, real quick, are you like Steve Jobsing right now? Like, what's up with your clothing?
I love it, bro. It's good. It's good, man.
Huh?
It's blacker than night. Like, I can see your soul in it. It's so dark.
He's blacker than black.
That's just my undershirt.
It's got the clean shirts on, man. That's what it is. All right.
And your cam is so laggy, dude. Like, it's not even funny.
I don't know. So these 2 operatives pretty much come, take all your weapons, take your bag of weapons leech. They grab all your guns and gear and leave you with nothing. Unless anybody's trying to hold anything out, you're completely defenseless right now, other than, well, Clyde can't take your hands. Yet.
Did they find my concealed pistol?
Well, roll your sleight of hand check
We'll see.
against their perception.
Don't forget about that knife in your boot.
They sweep.
You
They
mean the knife
sweep
in his
over
foot.
it. And where is it located?
It's like pretty much like side of my body kind of thing. Like I have it tucked in. So
They don't seem to take it.
It's by the cock.
okay.
It's by the cock. They don't seem to take
T-steered
it,
it.
but pretty much it. That'd be a hell of a draw. Hold on. Hurt. No, but yeah, they don't seem to notice it, but they sweep you and grab everything else.
I keep a knife by my low back. Did they take that, or did they just leave it there?
Are you trying to conceal it?
No, that's just like on my belt.
If you're not trying to conceal it, it gets taken.
Okay. Just curious if they took knives too.
Yep, every sort of weapon they can basically find. They grab it all, and just you can see them both grab your stuff, grab your weapons, and they bring up their SMGs and push you through the crowd. Like, come on, boys, let's go. You can hear one of them say, "Hurry up," and it's a very muffled, like cybernetic style voice through the mask that they're wearing. He's like, "Hurry up, Songbird doesn't like be kept waiting. Move, move." And
As they're like pushing him, I'm gonna be like, "Man, I like your armor. Where'd you get that?"
Yeah. Mentioning that, when they like appeared, Wolf would kind of get like a fear chub just because of the armor.
fear chub. I love it.
A what?
He's scare roused, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is.
All right, so you're like
Is that
cutting up
something
and
that happens to you often? It explains so much if it is.
Fuck you, first off.
First of all, I'd like to
I
start
gotta
that off
fuck
with a
him,
big,
you said it.
a big Texas-sized fuck you, first of all.
Yeah, Tex says fuck you. That's right.
All right.
You just
But
got
anyway,
done carving up some dudes outside, which gave you your initial chub. Jesus
No,
Christ.
just because like that's Wolf's kind of prerogative of armor and stuff.
yeah, these guys are definitely, you've seen people like this before. Notably, Raven Squadron members. They are Black Ops fucking, basically you would imagine they're that step above Green Beret that people have heard about but haven't really seen. Yeah, I have a Bad Religion shirt on here. It's two nuns kissing. It's awesome. I love the look old white women give me when I walk to places. They're like, that's irreverent. So good.
I, funnily enough, haven't gotten any weird looks from my D20 nipples yet.
Because every nerd is seriously going like, nice. And then they're also like, it's a boob joke on a dude. I don't know how to feel about this.
Shock and awe, man.
Yeah, they're Delta farce. God damn it, that movie was so bad. Anyway, it's such a bad flick. All right. Anyway, so these two operatives lead you through the crowd, through this whole throng, and you can see what you thought was 30 guys, probably more about 15, and some dudes at gunpoint, basically kind of in weird positions, making it look like they had weapons. But there's about 15 dudes there. 5 of these operatives, these black armored, full face masks, like super aramid combat suits, tacked up weapons and stuff like that, go, all right, they just push you through. And you can see the chick in the spacesuit says, you all motherfuckers are going to pay for what you did. She's basically like, well, let Monada have his fun, but you killed a lot of motherfucking people.
Wait. The civilians, do they look like the people that we're going to be fighting, or
How so?
normal civilians?
They look like they look like normal civilians. They're
Well,
definitely
you
not
remember when
tech.
what's her name said there was like 20 people that were willing to fight?
Mm-hmm.
Was it them, or was this like normal people?
Give me a perception. You can tell these are the normal civilians. These are not the resistance. These are just run-of-the-mill, like, wrench-turner, refinery workers. But, yeah. So we get led past this central commerce area into a tunnel, which leads you into another kind of observatory tunnel that you fought your way through. And this time, you can see there is a large open space, which would probably be storage for these different shops and stuff like that, like a warehouse. It's turned into a triage unit, as there are people being brought into it from further ahead of your thing. And you can see as walking in, the spec op guys come with you guys at gunpoint, and this lady they called Songbird next to you. You can see all the people working on triage and patching people up and doing CPR and shit. Stop, look up, salute her, and she's like, "Get back to fucking work. We don't have time for this bullshit pleasantry shit. Let's go." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." They get back to work. You can hear one of the SF guys kind of grunt behind you. "I like her. She's tough." But continuing on, they move you into what looks to be a conference room with a table, several chairs, and they sit you down in the chairs and zip tie you to them. Now, these are rolly chairs. You can move about the room, but you cannot reach your hands. So it's kind of odd.
All of us, or just dogs?
Hold on.
Yeah,
Wait,
all of
yeah,
you guys.
that's a
All
good
of you
question.
guys.
Okay. The entire time that they're not
Roll
like
it
holding
around.
me, I am fucking they
Spinning.
See me rolling. Yeah, like I'm doing random shit.
He's like,
I'm beating it. I'm like scooting around the room, everything.
I love it.
hey, they tied your hands. They didn't tie your feet. You can still like be like, hey, I'm running.
All right.
As
About
they're doing that,
yeah. Go ahead.
as he's doing that, I'm going to do like the magician trick and like pull up on my arms as they're like zip tying me to give me like extra space.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Okay. Fuck. Oh, man.
You start to do that, and a quick rifle butt to the back of your neck kind of relaxes you after a moment as they're like, "All the way down, punk." Well, all right then. Good try, but looks like these guys are watching out for shit like that.
My net cut out. Did you say they're zip tying us?
Yes.
Are they zip tying me?
So far, they've zip tied all of you, yes.
And I'm scooting around the room in my chair.
Yeah. So about that, after they hit Leech and you're like, you zoom by on the chair, you can see one of them grabs the chair as you're like, ugh, and they're
No,
like,
I'm trying to like going around the room, everything, fucking with these bitches.
bah! Right in the fucking head as you
Toddler,
get
Jesus.
you get butt stroked in the head. It hurts a lot. And they go,
just
next
gonna look
time
over.
I'll knock you the
I
fuck
hope
out.
that hurt.
Why didn't you dodge
I've
that
had
one?
worse.
I bet you
It's
have.
hard when you're zip tied to a chair.
We could zip tie their feet. No, let them have their fun. All but two
Yeah,
of the
he's
operatives
special.
leave the room. Songbird kind of sits in there, puts her feet up on the table, and just kind of
Oh, that's nasty.
simply pulls a knife out, starts picking at her nails after she takes off the gloves of her spacesuit, and she's kind of like, "This better fucking go quick." Anything? You guys doing anything while you're sitting there waiting?
Oh, seeing as how we're fucking zip tied to chairs.
It doesn't mean you can't talk.
So this sucks.
I want to look over at her and I'm gonna be like, "So how bad did our bird fuck you guys up?"
Oh, nothing we can't repair.
You look like you're cut of something different from the rest of these fellas.
She's like, "I would hope so."
Got a name, pretty lady?
You get a slight blush from her. She's like, "You can call me Songbird like the rest of my crew does."
How'd you get
Cool.
a name like that?
Wait, we're part of your crew?
Yeah.
Let me out of the chair.
She snaps her fingers at one of the dudes and says, "Gag that stupid raucous
He's
motherfucker."
special, alright? Like, his mom dropped him in as a child on his head. We try to fix him. I'm sorry.
You see a guy open up his med kit, open up a bandage, gladly, as he stubs.
Slowly scooting backwards.
Yeah. Oh, he just throws you up against the wall, and just kind of puts the absorbent end of the bandage into your mouth, nice and wedged in there, and ties it a little tight around the front and then around the back. You're effectively gagged. Doesn't mean you can't, but yeah. He does it with great fervor. A little bit
How you get a
rougher
name
than
like
needed.
Songbird?
I have a penchant for singing to the motherfuckers I kill.
Oh yeah, what kind of ditty?
Oh, you'll find out soon.
And I wish I
My
wasn't gagged
favorite.
because he likes to carve up people that he kills, and I point at that fucking wolf. Like
As you
say
point.
Yeah, but you all hear it because he's transmitting via his seed. So, a minute goes by, and she's just like, "God, this is taking forever." Manada, come pick up your toys.
I'll get close to the songbird and I'll just ask, do you even know what he wants?
Fuck if I know. You're the first thing that's caught his attention for a while.
So you're at least high enough in his ladder to take orders, but not high enough to be given any value information.
Look, I'd love to give you the backstory of everything that's happened those last 3 weeks, but it'd been pretty quick. And I know well enough not to question orders, especially when the pay is as good as it is.
You know, Lawrence isn't as loyal as he likes to claim he is.
That you can kind of see. She like looks up, and cocks an eyebrow. She's like, Lawrence? Huh. You two must go way back then.
You know, I don't know how long you've been working for Manada, but you better hope that I don't get reinstated in the crew. Otherwise, you may not have room here anymore.
That elicits a small chuckle from her, and she looks and she's like, I'll take my chances. At that,
And then,
oh, go ahead. Didn't mean to cut you off.
and then I'll just find my way back to the center of the group.
You kind of roll the seat back to the group.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hey, bud. You're like Kenny from South Park. That moment, the door opens up, and you can see a tall, chiseled man, captain's shirt, kind of open up, showing the chesticles popping out a little bit. Pretty good physique, very pencil thin goatee currently, little color in it, slick back hair, gold chain around his neck with some sort of medallion on it. And he says, "That's all, Songbird. Go back to your men. Get ready. We have a lot of damage to take care of." She's like, "Sure thing, boss. This one here seems to fucking know you. And that one, well, he don't shut his fucking mouth." So I gagged him. He's like, please, untie our guest gag. I wouldn't want to talk to somebody without them having the ability to sing rebuttals right back at me.
No, wait, don't stop.
Stop, don't, come back.
If it comes off, I'm like, he said rebuttal.
He said butt. The SF guy kind of cuts the thing, sliding that knife a little hard against you, eliciting a small little nick. But he's like, "That'll be all, gentlemen. Please wait outside the room. This is a personal thing." Songbird walks out. The two SF guys say, "Be outside the door, boss," in their nice cybernetic-like kind of speak. And he shuts the door behind him. And he simply walks over to each one of you, puts his foot in between your legs on the chair, and kicks everybody back, except for Ox. It's like, so, my little Peter, what have you brought home?
I ain't brought nothing to you.
Oh, you got away with my ship once, darling. You won't happen to get away with it again. It is a nice ship, capable of one-shotting my engines. Unfortunate. We'll have to fix that. And firing on the refinery, it had a trajectory of fire. You were lucky. That would have killed a lot of innocent civilians. You wouldn't want that on your conscience now, would you?
I already do.
You've never been one to worry about a conscience, so I don't know why it bothers you now.
Oh, Peter. Little Petey. Don't worry about that now. I grew conscious overnight. It was really easy to afford when you get the kind of money I'm getting. But I digress. Seems you've brought my ship back to me. I appreciate that. Kind of pulls up a seat, does that really fucked up spin it around and sit, and then put his arms across the top, and he's like, so, what do you fancy yourselves, a bunch of freedom fighters? He looks around a lot of you.
Ass kickers? I think that's our technical title.
Well, you certainly kicked a lot of ass, that's for sure.
I approve. I like that. Good call, Tex.
Mm-hmm. He's like, you certainly managed to cause a lot of damage to individuals of my crew. Both of them. Damages I'll expect you to repay me for.
Expect what?
Expect you to repay me for. And he says, but my question is, Petey, why'd you bring them here, bud?
One, I didn't know you were here.
You just can't stay away, can you?
I actually verbally start laughing at that.
I know my allure.
Two, you're not as amazing as you think you are. Three, stop calling me Petey.
Oh, come on, Petey.
Oh, you go by Ox now. That moniker your brother gave you. My apologies. He kind of runs his finger across your jawline. He's like, I like it all the same. Simply says, but I really must insist. How did you know I was here? Was it happenstance you came across me once again, my love? Or was it something as simple as, you've been following me and want revenge? I wouldn't be mad either way. He kind of smiles.
You kept telling us it was fate.
Jesus
I'm gonna
Christ.
push as hard as I can in the chair and attempt just to knock him over, knock him out.
You push back and he grabs you and he's like, no, allow me. So he walks up to Tex, pulls a finger, another, removing a glove. Pah! Smacks you right across the mouth. He's like, please do not interrupt. Adults are talking, child.
What's the DC to try to break a zip tie?
You can attempt to.
Sure.
Give
Flex.
me a strength check. Pretty good. You feel that pop, and you're able to do so, but before you even get up after that, there's a fucking pistol in your face. It's like, not if I were you. Boys, the SF guys come charging back in the room. It
I just
looks
sit
like
back in my chair.
looks like we got a feisty one. He's like, he's too scrawny for my taste, but maybe one of you might have some fun with him later. They go to re-zip tie you. Any other thing you want to do, or
Nah, I'm just letting them know.
zip tie you? Put another zip tie on.
As they're doing, I'm just like, I think you need like 4 more.
I'm gonna look over at Phoenix like the whole time this is going down, and I'm just gonna like very like casually start a conversation with him and be like, why is it villains always have to have like a monologue? Have you ever noticed that? They just sit there and they talk a lot and they're just like, oh, I'm so badass, and I'm just gonna look at Phoenix the whole time I do this.
And I'm gonna turn around to Leech and I'm like, cause he's a pompous ass who's full of himself.
Whoa! Such
needed that
fire! Such fire! He's like, no, but seriously, why the fuck are you here?
I told you it was fate. Like,
He looks at you and he's like, one more word and I'll start pulling teeth. Until you run out, and then I'll pull your tongue.
We heard word that there was work here. It's the only reason why we're here.
Well, our crews are fully mustered. Who was the little bird that sent out a tweet that you responded to, so I may remove them from my nest?
Came open ban. Nothing specific.
There was one breach about 4 weeks ago that I remember. Excuse me, 2 weeks ago, not 4. That would not make sense timeline-wise. So, one breach 2 weeks ago that I remember. I just need a name, and hell, for old time's sake, hell, he gets real fucking close to you, Ox. For Jake's sake, I might just let you go.
Oh man. So he's gonna say Jake's name, and then I'm gonna just.
Oh, okay, give me an attack roll.
Is he proficient with attacking with his face?
I don't know. I'm gonna give it to him.
He's a gay man, of course he is.
Hey, that's funny as fuck, but god damn it.
Fuck
All
it,
right.
He knows how to give head. Like,
He does, and he's giving his head right fucking here. Monada doesn't move. He takes it right in the mouth. You can feel your shit hit him right in the face as he pulls back. Blood starts to pool in his mouth, and he's like, "Oh, well."
You'll keep his name off your lips.
He grabs you by the scruff of your shirt and pulls you in close, starting to twist to kind of occlude your airway. Give me a Constitution saving throw. It's starting to choke you out as you're like, ugh. You struggle momentarily, and he leans in and gives you a fucking wet, bloody, open mouth kiss. He's like, tastes good. Let's avoid any more foreplay, shall we, Ox?
I just kind of rolled a little bit towards him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, look, the transmission didn't have a name or anything attached to it. It just said that people needed help. And that was it. As you can tell, we haven't figured anything out except for, you're kind of the problem that we were called for. But we don't even know who sent the message. We literally know next to nothing.
He looks and just kind of looks over his shoulder, and he's like, so you just heard somebody was in trouble and came a-running then? Is that what you're trying to have me believe? That you're not motivated by greed?
Well, we were told there was money, but we like to help and we like to get paid.
So how many are
That's what
there?
we do.
How many are you helping out here?
Like I said, there was no numbers attached to anything.
No.
We came to investigate.
Oh, so that little walkabout you had here, now that we were able to look through security feeds, you telling me you didn't get taught anything? Any employers approached you? You simply got a tour of the entire facility?
Well, we told them we were looking for work, like as if we were going to be minors.
Are you... okay. You're technically not lying, but you're definitely hiding the truth. Give me a deception with advantage. Okay, that's good enough. He looks at you and he's like, so you bring a warship in to mine rocks and refine coolant. He's like, something doesn't add up.
She ain't no warship, and she wasn't here.
He looks at you, kind of blood in his teeth and face, and kind of like still wiping some of it off. He's like, ain't no warship. Ugh.
Better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Oh, someone fancied themselves a wordsmith.
Nah, I read it on a fortune cookie once.
He shoots a look at Ox. He's like, oh, we love fortune cookies, don't we, Ox? He says, looks like you've surrounded yourself with the kind of imbeciles I expected your brother to surround himself with. But no worries. If you won't give me any intel, then I'll just take you as my own little toy. Do with you what I want. Murder your friend, steal my ship back. How's that sound for you? Maybe if you give me a little something, I can give a little in return.
I will stand up. I'll get.
Okay.
I'll get right in his face with however my hands are bound, and I'll look at him. I'm assuming I'm taller than him.
It's like, yeah, by not a lot, like by a huge amount.
I'll look down at him and get down close into his face. And I'll be like, hold on, let me think of my words real quick. Alright. We came here, open van, for work. I hadn't left the ship. All they know is they went in to look for mining work, and that's the only tour that they got. One of your motherfuckers has my boa, and I want it back.
He's like, somebody stole from my precious little boy. Hey, one of the door opens. He's like, find out which one of them motherfuckers took this man's boa and bring it back to me.
Lastly, there ain't nothing more to tell other than we were here to help and maybe make some money along the way. That's it, love. They got nothing to do with nothing negative towards you. Let them go.
He looks at you and says, oh, that wasn't so hard, was it? You're unable to access anything.
I have
with
advantage. Sorry.
That. Okay. With that, you access rudimentary stuff. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go start searching for the life support systems.
That'll be a little bit. You start looking around for that. He looks at you and says, fine, then I'll make a deal. To pay me back for crippling my ship and attempted... Well, no, I won't make you pay for that. You stay here with me, Ox. You help me find your brother and tie up some loose ends, and I'll let your friends go. They can take their transport ship, leave your big one, and you can be on your merry way.
I'll get in real close again. And Lawrence, I promise you, and I'll go in for a kiss.
Mm-hmm. Headbutt him again.
No. This time, the shit out of his lip and attempt to rip and tear.
You gonna try to bite his fucking lip off? Oh, who could try to bite your tongue off?
God damn it, Peter Action, you're like the crazy ex-girlfriend. God damn.
Give me a deception check and then an attack roll, just a melee attack roll.
Whoa.
This is some gruesome, nasty shit. I love it.
Yeah, going Joker on his ass.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Trey's got a chubby now.
He's like,
Apparently you never knew my ex-wife.
okay, he legitimately thinks you're coming in for a smooch. Give me an attack roll. Give it. You have advantage.
Oh, do I? Alright.
Yeah, against an armor class of 5. Yeah, you can add your strength to this, strength modifier.
Okay, well then it's a 15.
Well, yeah, that definitely.
You're not. So.
Give me.
My constitution, then it's a 17.
All right, give me unarmed damage to his lip.
I was gonna say, are you doing siege damage to his face?
That's what I do.
I don't know what dice to roll for that.
Let's go D6 plus your whatever your attack damage modifier would be. I'm gonna say a lip. Oh, yeah, no.
So
I was gonna say a lip has like a face has 2 hit points. Sounds right? No. Yeah, no. You bite and you expose lower jaw as you pull off a chunk of his face.
I will never.
He rips.
I will
He
never
rips
let
back
you
like.
hurt Jake.
And he's like, just blood pours out of his mouth. As you can see, the SF guys come in and they look at the room, and he's like, no, and he's like, I'll do what this fool look. And you can see he storms out of the room. The 2 SF guys, one of them goes, I'm gonna escort the boss. You watch the prisoners. Roger.
As he walks out, yeah, now I got something to match or to go with that eye.
Yeah. He has a nice prosthetic, as you could see before. But, yeah. So, Ox with a mouthful of bloody lip this, they storm off. One guy's left in the room. Leech, you get rudimentary control of the security systems. You get the cameras. Quickly looking up, you can see there's 4, 5, 6 guys rushing this room right now.
Shit.
They are rebellion. They are the people who you are working for.
Okay. So when I see that, I'm going to look at the one guard and be like, hey, dumbass. Hey, you! And I'm like going to get his attention, and then I'm going to like push my chair like to the opposite side of the room away from the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to like put my back up against the wall, and I'll be like, we fucked up your friends. Like, we're going to fuck you up.
Give me a half-hearted intimidate check. I like it.
Right.
Hey,
I'm
duty!
gonna get a half-ass check.
Yeah, duty face guy. We're gonna beat you up good and stuff.
Yeah.
You shoot out an insult, and as you do, he like kind of puffs up. He's like, "Are you dumb, or are you just?" And you hear clink, 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 clink. All of you, give me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage as a flashbang is tossed into the room. Ox, you're fine. Actually, you just look at it and just stare with fucking lip in your mouth. You're like, let's go right now. Tex, you're just like, this is hilarious. What is that? It's like a squirrel, just absolutely affected. Phoenix, you're like, oh no, not a flashbang. Just like, okay. Wolf, you're actually okay.
I'm used to this.
DC 15. The lot of you hear a quick pop. Everything goes white, bright light, and then whee! And you hear a few audible pops after
Mom.
that. Yeah, you're like, Mom.
Mom.
Twombly, can you hear me? No. As that happens and your vision comes to, there's a guy struggling with the SF guy with his rifle. One dead rebel in the corner, and another guy walking up behind the rebel or the SF guy with a pistol. Pop, pop. 2 shots right in his head, and he drops. As you are quickly cut free, and come to. Of the 6 rebels, 5 are still alive. One of them is dead in the corner. Go ahead. What do you guys do?
Good work.
We need to get out, and we need to get out now. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna. Is someone gonna go check him out? Because if you won't, I will. I need a weapon.
I'm gonna take his night vision goggles.
All right. It is actually more than night vision. It is a multi-ocular set. Basically, night vision, thermals, and what looks to be an infrared spectrum scanner. All of them in a dual, so binocular setup. Mounts to a helmet, or you could just kind of hold it. So you just take his. You're gonna try to take his whole helmet off.
Do I not have a helmet on, or?
You do, but it doesn't look like this mounts. Like you'd have to get a special mount for your helmet
Okay.
to hold them on.
Okay.
You definitely
That's
could.
fine.
You definitely could take them though.
Okay.
You might want to write down what those things are too.
Yeah, you're going to want to write that shit down. Unless you want me to add it to the group loot pile.
He has a sidearm and a primary SMG. As well as there's a dead guard who has a pistol. And Anders, you're like, oh, I have mine.
Yeah, I just stand up and pull out my pistol and be like, alright.
I'll take the weapons. I'll wait till we get ours.
Oh, darn, there's 4 weapons and a guy who can punch people like a tank, so it's okay. I think you'll be alright. So yeah, that being said, you can see the 4 of them go, there's not much time, we're mounting as much as we can, you guys give a fucking good distraction, their ships are crippled. He's like, we intercepted casualty reports, you killed about 26 motherfuckers on that boat.
Nice.
Awesome.
That is a quarter of their forces.
I get back onto the horn with Brian. Get back to work if you need to. We're good.
He's like, oh, jolly good. Me and Lemmy were getting a bit bored. He's like, you can hear, Lemmy, fire it back once more.
Once
like,
weapon systems are crippled, stop firing on them. Unless they try to flee.
He's like, well, the 2 shots we had, one was to the primary weapon, one was to the engines of the point defense cruiser, and we're able to survive as long as we strafe by them quickly most of the damage. We've taken a few small minor scrapes and scratches here, but no problem. He's like, The missile cruiser, we put one down in her bridge. Their fire control system seems to be offline still currently. He says, don't know for how long. You can see that, and you can see at this point Jessie walks into the room, and Jessie is fucking bloodied up. She has blood up to her elbows, splattered across her. She has a patched up shoulder. She's like, God damn it, Tex, you guys came in fucking retarded hot. Jesus Christ.
Well, you look pretty.
Well, don't try to fucking get in my pants now, boy. Do you actually say that?
Wolf.
No,
What the fuck, man?
I don't want to get shot.
You all hear that over your seed, but you see his mouth go. I didn't want to say it out loud. With that, she's like, I don't know what the hell we're going to do, but we're down to about 28 people. She looks over. 27 people plus you. And a Corvette that's doing strafing runs like a motherfucker. She's like, it looks like they've evacuated most people onto the point defense ship. Looks like they're probably getting them systems back online. I don't know if they're trying to make a last stand or evacuate.
Well, we just called our ship back in. Have you sent anyone to head over to the missile cruiser?
She's like, we have a small crew, but we lost communications with them. We're assuming they're dead.
When they stripped us, did they take all of our gear or just our weapons?
Just your weapons. You have all your gear on you.
Cool.
Your med bag's gone, though. It's with that gear.
All right. Well, I'm going to pull out my tablet at that point, and I'll be like, I'm working on it. I'm going to pretty much continue the hack that I was in from my seed onto my tablet and just start pushing it along and trying to see if I can get into their ship systems.
We need to
We
find
need
our
to find
stuff.
our equipment, yeah.
She's
You know
like,
where they left it.
she's like, I don't know. She's like, we could backtrack. It looks like we put up a pretty good defense, but there's a lot of casualties. If they did take your stuff and didn't move it anywhere, it should be back in the main concourse where all the shops are. We can go
Well,
check.
Let's get there.
All right. You guys exit the room quickly, freeing yourselves from the flex cuffs, moving into this area. And sure enough, that place has been bathed in gunfire. There's a lot of dead civilians on the ground. A few dead individuals who have been pulled up to the side of the thing with red bandanas on their arm. As you can kind of now that the commotion's gone, notice all the rebellion guys have red bandanas on their arm. But they basically look and be like, what'd we find? There's a stockpile of weapons, all of the weapons they could pull off the people they killed, and there is 3 black bags, which look to be your guys' gear, over in a corner. That is currently being picked through by some of the rebellion guys. They're like, woo, this is a pretty decent pill. I like this. Hey, fuck off. No, oh, shit, okay. I request to remain zip-tied to the chair for the rest of the mission. Yes, they're actually zip-tied to fire extinguishers, and you just, like, can... just like tank toggles. One down turns you one way, one down turns you. Both of them shoot you forward. So.
I sit and I just put my foot in front of it.
Deja vu.
I'm hoping for the.
And now since I have it, I pull out my assault rifle and put it right into his mouth hole.
Like pew pew. Whoa! I'm gonna spill beer on my computer. That'd be bad. But yeah. So, what's your course of action? Is you can look, and Jesse looks at you like, you guys know how to do this kind of shit. I don't. I'm just shooting whatever motherfucker gets in my way. What do we need to do? Also,
you said
I'm
most
peeing,
went-
so keep talking.
Well, you said most went to the point defense system. Right now, you guys are going to be safer if we head over to their missile ship. At least it should still at least have shields up. Engines might be shot, but it'll probably keep people safer. And at least then, if they do come after you, you can get them in close quarters.
Are you sure you don't want to send them to our ship?
It's kind of doing strafe runs. How many
not
people
that
do they
one.
have total in the colony?
He's
Well,
talking
we
our
still have
freighter.
our transport.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, there's like a lot of people in the colony, right? Like, could they fit all in a freighter?
Alpha and Bravo Habitat can hold about 1,000 people each.
So no.
Charlie Habitat can hold 2,000, but you know it was down to approximately 300 by the time
Before we blew it.
you got. Well, you didn't shoot it. Chad said to shoot the ships first, so he hasn't shot the base at all yet.
Oh. I misunderstood.
His next shot is probably at the base since he hit the ships, but we'll see what happens.
Do we want him to not shoot the base?
Oh, people will
If it's-
die.
Well, yeah, all the people in C block
What?
are bad.
I thought most of the people.
Nope,
in
there are
C-Block were
300 people in C block that are civilians. They did say that.
That was not what was told to us.
I
Yeah.
literally said it
You
this
know-
session, and I said it last session.
Yeah.
Last session,
bad. We were told there was a couple.
yeah, we were told there was a couple, like bare minimum.
Well, I mean, 300 compared to 2,000.
That is kind of a couple.
That is your call to make. I'm just relaying information that's been told.
So is our goal to evacuate C?
We're not evacuating anybody. None of our either of our ships could not handle this many people.
Plus, you got to think if he's already fired off 3 shots, we only have 7 left. So we got to keep moving. I say we make a run for the missile boat. If we turn their missile pods on their PDC, it'll be pretty good that way.
Jessie looks at you and she's like, "That's not a bad plan. We just have to storm that boat."
That's right.
Well, let's head there.
Fuck
I
yeah.
told Brian not to shoot CO. Just to keep an eye over Overwatch, basically.
He sends back a Roger, prioritizing targets that are prioritizing us then.
Don't
Yeah.
shoot the missile boat anymore. We're getting on that one.
Oh, jolly good. I won't fire anymore then. If you could go on there and stop its missile pods from firing, we're almost out of flares. That would be outstanding.
That's the plan.
Jolly good.
Well,
Right.
at least either automated systems are working or people are on that ship, so we know that much.
You
So
do
let's
know,
get it
yeah, Jesse, because, yeah, there's a handful of motherfuckers there repairing the damn thing. Don't know how many they got left. So hold on. I am going to make a quick tally, because I have a literal every single NPC mapped out for them. Alright. Raylene Baker, her whole squad is gone. That's 10. Gloria McNamara, gone. That's 20. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of the SF guys is dead now. Aw. You killed him. He had a cool name.
Sounds like
well.
I'll use that later.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, he didn't have the coolest of
Guys,
names.
his name was Clyde.
No, his name was Mingus Biggs. I love that name. It was fucking hot. All right. So let's see. There's the 26 from that boat that are gone, plus that squad that you fucked up, plus 1 SF guy, plus the 15 out there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. I've marked off the KIA so far. I can... Manada wounded. He's missing his lip. All right.
He's
I
bloody. Well,
he didn't see it coming. Didn't think Ox... He should have known. He should have known. Ox
he was a
blew...
fighter.
Ox hit him once. Ox bit him the second time. First time, shame on him.
Is my hack still running?
Fool me twice.
Yes.
Can't fool again.
As you are hacking, there is someone counter-hacking you, making it more
Okay.
difficult. As you gain access to some systems are shut out. You're slowly making progress. But you do have access to security cameras currently.
Okay. So as we're moving, I'm going to be checking the security cameras like ahead of us to see if there's like booby traps or anybody's like trying to set up shit.
Okay. Speeding this along, you make your way through Alpha Habitat, shooting your way through a few corridors. So go ahead and expend, let's just say, half a magazine each of ammunition. You expend a half magazine each, getting to where you need to go. The fighters you bring with you do a lot of the shooting and a lot of the killing. You guys providing good overwatch, good target calling, stuff like that. But they do the lion's share because they're kind of just running and gunning, and you guys are
Yeah, we're terrible at that.
watching them do it's like watching a professional with a bunch of amateurs. You're like, these they're swarmed, they're zerging pretty much as best they can. But they are overwhelming eventually. There's a few corridors where a couple of them fall, and a couple of you guys have to put some good, accurate fire down range. But you do manage to pump holes through most of these defenses. A lot of these guys are very well armed, but not very well trained. And you knock one or two of them down, and they run like cowards. If they don't have numbers, seems they don't like to stand and fight. But you make your way through the Alpha habitat into the Bravo habitat hatches. And as you do, that's where you run into your first problem. As I bring it up. Bloop. Alright. So, ignore all the bullshit on the outside and just look at the tunnels.
Well, it's all black.
Yeah.
Yep, I gotta give you guys the reveal, so hold on.
I gotta dungeon it out for you. Give me a.
Yeah, hold on. Let me dungeon this. Let me dungeon and drag. Well, I mean, I'm gonna at least dungeon it. You guys gotta provide the dragons. I'll just put it that way. Turn off
I
Fog of
don't
War.
have my dragon smoking pipe this one.
Can you see it now?
Nope.
Now to now. I actually need to zoom out. Let me do this.
Jake's still zip tied in a chair.
Yeah, he's just rolling around with.
He's
craziness.
shooting out of his mouth. It's really weird.
See now?
It's like, nope.
No. Why is it not showing? Let me do reset fog. Let me do this, and then I haven't used the Fog of War setting for a while. My bad. Fog of War enabled. Dynamic lighting disabled. Okay. Better? Warmer? Stronger? There it is. Alright, so like I said, ignore the things on the sides, just the black tunnel area. I'm going to use that as a... Basically, you are in a septic causeway kind of system beneath the thing where it's not sewage so much as it's expelled coolant and odd chemicals and stuff like that are just being washed away. Not a big deal. You guys are using the sewers to get into the main hatches of Bravo habitat. And as you do, you come across a group in these sewers. Put yourself down here. Let me go ahead and throw it to the battle map screen for the peeps watching. Go ahead and throw your...
We picked up our weapons at that one spot, right?
You did.
Yeah.
You have all your stuff. I'm not gonna be that fuck much.
I'm just being sure.
Now load new weapons into your seat mid fucking session. No. But yeah, go ahead and load yourselves down there. You run into what you can only tell is a pretty big ambush. The lion's share of the forces are pinned down behind you in this tunnel. You guys are looking to flank and basically get up and around to this northern area up here. Do you see where I'm pinging? Northeast?
Yeah.
Or west, excuse me. Yeah. You basically want to make your way down there. If you can get over there, you can get the flank off and easily wipe up what the main forces are doing so. But as you get into this place, you are definitely ambushed by a bunch of motherfuckers. And there was a firefight. You see one guy with a heavy gun kind of stationed out and about, ready to fight. One combatant, two combatant, three combatant. And that's that right now. Okay. The heavy guy, as you guys exit this thing, you can see him go, fuck him up! And just start laying into you. So Tex, Wolf, and Ox, give me